goes wild. You ever get really tired so you have to get hyper and almost annoying to keep going? That's me right now at 4 in the morning. I was checking analytics, and that's right. We're on my main channel, and I am definitely not here to brag. I'm here to share some war stories, if you will. This video is doing amazing, and I want to talk about, and this is one of my first times after probably publishing over 600 videos from other channels and 6 years of time. Man, a lot of flops. Definitely a lot of flops. I wanted to talk about why I had a feeling this video would do well. I didn't think it was going to do this well. And I'm having some coffee to keep going here. One of the reasons is I got to know my audience through analytics, through speaking with people, whether it's just a quick email here and there or comments. But there was something else that I was thinking about. I wanted to make sure I include a demographic of people that might want to try something different. And the big key word in this situation is timing. And you might not be able to apply this to your content just yet, but the reason I'm talking about this is, and I'm going to repeat myself, I'm not bragging. It is learning in the trenches for 6 years. And it's been exhausting. I don't even know. I mean, something has to be wrong with me because I just keep trying. I'm an introvert. I like connecting with people. Let's talk more about timing. So I had an idea. I've done a lot of work with content, creating voiceover stuff. And so the video started off very differently. It was me acting like a student, just trying to practice, and I was doing some voiceover stuff. I really wanted to connect with people. And I did definitely research, and I used a little ChatGPT on different ways that piano playing can help you. And I used it as a guide, and then I was thinking about my life and how I've taught retirement people. And so I kind of scripted some stuff. I'm definitely more of a bullet point guy than a scripter, as you can tell by now. But going back to timing. So I did something unorthodox, and I'm a mad scientist with this stuff. That's why it's probably taken me a long time, and it's still going to take me a long time. I'm working really hard to hopefully have this as a very serious part-time business, to a dream full-time. But I mean, I only have so much gas in the tank. So the mad scientist part is like, well, I'm going to create this video. And that's what I do. I get really into it, and I script, I record, I edit, usually all in the same day if I have that chunk of time. It's not always advised, but that's how I can work most of the time. So what happened is, it was Christmas Eve, and I said, I'm still editing it, and it's, like almost 8 o'clock at night, and I'm already thinking about different time zones. And I said, I'm going to publish this. And I'm such a mad scientist. If it didn't go well, I was going to, and don't do this, but if you do, we should talk. I've done this before. It's a dangerous game. I'll delete the video if I don't like it, and I might republish it, but don't do that. We'll talk later. Remember, I'm a mad scientist with coffee. So I published it during Christmas Eve. And this is how geeky I am. This is how much I have observed YouTube and content. 6 years. Is that when it was a 15-minute video, which is a long one for me. What happened is I did all my metadata and checking things. I even put tags in because they're there and leave nothing to chance. But I'm like, what? It's already uploaded? I was expecting at least 40 minutes because it's a lot of 15 minutes is a lot of gigabytes, or a good amount. And I'm like, all right, I did this last year at Christmas too. So big holidays, not a lot of uploading going for YouTube. And I'm like, this is amazing. I have a window. I have a very small window of not many fresh videos right now. So right away, I knew my audience, the timing. I published it. I'm like, I got this like click-through rate of 1.7, kind of the green check mark, reaching a wider audience, all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, I know I am, because I never published it this time. And then it started growing and growing, as you can see. And so I took advantage of knowing a bit of my audience, and I took an advantage of, okay, I'm going to mad scientist it and publish during Christmas Eve. And so that was really cool. And then the other one, and I thought about this afterwards, but this is something you got to think about, riding the wave of time and knowing when things will work. Seasonality is definitely a real thing on YouTube. It's cold out many parts of the year. This part's where I live in northern USA. It's very cold out. There's a lot of people spending more time on YouTube. There are people that are getting keyboards for Christmas or books, so they're thinking about stuff. There's New Year's resolutions coming up. So that was the package of timing. Now, I'm already at that point where I know my next video won't even come close to this. And I also will strategically, I have another video where I'm going to put it off, and I think it will do pretty well, but I'm not going to do it back to back. I like to space things out. One, the viewers want to see some variety. And I did say in one of my videos about narrowing things down. And because I'm a geek and I'm a musician, I can narrow things down insanely. Like Charlie Parker played the C major scale for 12 hours. We're built differently. So you narrow things down, but give a little variety. And this is a huge variety. And people know me, so now I can do some more talking videos. On this new channel, my assist channel, Creator Assist, I'm noticing when I'm talking, a lot of people are just clicking off. Who's this guy? I don't care. They just want to know 1 + 1 is 2. Tell me what to do, moving on. And that's fine. I get that. And I will do some content like that. But the problem is, if I am celebrating, if I'm sharing some creator woes and successes, you can learn from that. And I'm also wanting to work with viewers and subscribers that value what I do, and then I can value what you do. So that's really important. So I have comments that I haven't even responded yet, and that's an amazing problem. I've been responding, and I didn't know this, but YouTube now can read all the comments, and they come up with AI prompts, not like, oh, you're great, thank you, but really impressive prompts, which is awesome if you're busy. But I will respond to everyone. And the other one I've realized after 6 years, be selfless. Selfless. Value, put the audience first. Be yourself. Don't worry about the fancy editing. You'll get to know what you need to know. You'll get to know the audience, because that's the bigger connection. Being connecting with the audience, being selfless. And I'm going to do more about easy mode, because I'd like to call it almost easy mode, to the extent of you can say or Rob the Maritimer. He's an awesome guy. He's an awesome content creator. You hear him say a lot, and he knows he does it, and it's okay. 5 years ago, when I was doing tutorial videos, I was saying and I would spend 20 minutes editing the out. Really? I mean, so you're sitting down with me with coffee right now, and if I say for a second, you're going to tape my mouth? I don't know. So just know this journey is wild, and I bet you somewhere in 2025, I can talk about how maybe I didn't do too well on a month or something. So if I go to my analytics, if you're still here, I'm tired, I'm celebrating. Woo, big money. That's just a day ago. Oh, that will add up. But, so in this video, I got 88 subscribers in a day. My other video, it's a bit older. I think that was like, I think I got like over 100 in the last 3 days. So that's huge for me. Oh, I wanted to show you one thing. I go to analytics. So what's important is knowing what's going on with here, and then we'll talk about this more in regards to reach. I am a believer that once you get your metadata stuff set up, leave it. I am a believer on leaving it, and then I'm also a believer in when you need to share it through Facebook or email, but I don't do that often anymore. Here's a quick hack. Viewers, learners, they are done with link droppers. If we could get $50 for every time we saw a YouTube link dropped in Facebook, we'd all be rich. Just putting that out there. So if we look, I have the impressions, and it's a good amount, and I got 18.5% YouTube recommending your content. Click rate, for me, that is awesome. Browse features, suggested videos, channel pages. So YouTube just keeps suggesting this, and also YouTube is just finding people where to go. And because I know my avatars, my characters, for the most part, I have a long way to go. It knows what age, what demographic to go to, and that's huge. I mean, after all, there's a lot of people on YouTube. All right, thank you for letting me mumble. Hopefully there's some value in this. And I'm just going to mumble again because one thing I'm proud of that I'm going to try not to ever say is when you research how to grow your channel, you got to be consistent. Oh my gosh, really? So I'm going to lose some weight and I'm going to be consistent by only eating healthy once a month. Just think about that for a second. Make sure you listen to people who've been in the trenches, whether it's me, I don't care, whatever you want. All right, I'm tired, but I'm so excited. This is huge. It's huge.